Okay, Madam Chair, if we could move right along, we have a special recognition. I'd like to ask Principal Shelley Bell to please come up to the microphone. Under this recognition, we have an individual that was not only, we're honoring a student athlete tonight, that MaShawn Knight, that has a 3.1 GPA. He was on the state championship football team. He was the wrestling champion in the heavyweight division earlier this month, and he's a great student athlete at Godby High School. So we're honored to recognize him, and I would like to ask Principal Shelley Bell to do the honor.
Absolutely. I'm really pleased to be here this evening to recognize MaShawn Knight. His mom's behind me, Miss Melanie Knight. We have a lot of our coaches behind me, as well as our head coach, Coach Kilborn. If you don't know anything about wrestling, we were going to do a demonstration with Randy Pridgeon and MaShawn.
Maybe not.
What about Manny Joannis?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Okay. I guess we won't do any show and tell tonight. Anyway, we're really, really proud of MaShawn. If you know anything about wrestling in Leon County, it is a very difficult sport. Very, very difficult at the very top level. We have 3 state winners in all of Leon County. Since we've had high schools here, we only have 3, 2 at Godby High School, and MaShawn is our second one, and he did win a state championship this year for the heavyweight division. I'm going to let Coach Kilborn talk a little bit about his accomplishments. MaShawn is a tremendous student. He is a student athlete. You heard his GPA. He's a member of the football team and wrestling, and we're just so proud of his accomplishments this year. Coach K.
Good evening. First, I'd like to thank Superintendent Pons and the rest of the school board members for giving us this time and spotlight to kind of showcase the sport of wrestling. Wrestling's not something you hear a lot about in the Southeast. About 8 years ago, us and the other area wrestling coaches got together and decided we wanted the sport to grow. We wanted to showcase our athletes because we knew we had some good student athletes. And I think if you look at the past couple of years at the number of state placers we have and the 2 champions in the past 2 years, I think that's worked. If I could, before I forget, I'd like to recognize a couple other people that had a lot to do with MaShawn getting where he is. Coach Joey Phillip. We also have Coach Adam Alstein, who couldn't be here tonight because he attends FSU and he has a class tonight. One of our volunteers, Justin Thorington. I'd also like to thank one of MaShawn's former assistant coaches, Coach Aaron Griffin. Also our FSU sports psychology team, David, Brent, and Martin. They've been working with us all year on pre-visualizing matches and goal setting and stuff like that. So again, with MaShawn, I could talk forever about MaShawn. MaShawn's one of those rare kids that comes along just every now and then. Again, you heard about his 3.1 GPA. He's a member of SAD, SWAT, Key Club. He's in our IT Academy, 4-year member. Certified in Adobe Photoshop, certified in Adobe Premiere. State champion on the football team. Played football for 4 years, 2-year starter on varsity, 4-year starter in wrestling. And I can just go on and on and on and on. The last thing I'd like to say is, in my 13-year coaching career, I've had a lot of could-have-beens. A lot of could-have-beens. I had a lot of great athletes come through. So with MaShawn, it's not a coulda, woulda, shoulda. With MaShawn, it's I'm going to. And MaShawn knew he was going to be state champion this year. And when he felt comfortable, I felt comfortable. He went into the preseason ranked number 3. He had to wrestle the number 1 guy in the state. He may not want me to mention this, but the young man from University Christian, Jamal Pfeiffer, that he beat 3-2 in the finals, had beat MaShawn 3 times prior to that, including the weekend before. So MaShawn came through when the time counted. So good job, MaShawn, and thank you very much. Oh, also, I'm sorry. MaShawn is the third state champion in Tallahassee history, but he also surpassed 100 career wins this year, and now he has 110 career wins, which puts him at 4th all-time wins at Godby. So, thank you, MaShawn.
But his mom's here too, so she could stand. We're glad to have this night with us.
Good job.
Carolyn, Ms. Wynn.
Oh,
Thank you. I would just like to say that MaShawn is one of my good friends at Godby, and not only is he a wonderful student and a wonderful friend, but he's very involved with his school, not only in his extracurricular activities, but his schoolwork and all his many sports. And I also want to put some recognition for his mom, who has always been to his games, always supported him, and just very lucky to have him as a son and her as a mother.
Oh, very good. Thank you, Ms. Wynn.